Welcome back to Terror Takeover, your one-stop shop for all things creepy, disgusting, and horrifying. I'm your host, Crow.
And I'm Char.
Sorry in advance. I know that we keep saying, oh, just a few more weeks, just a few more weeks. I know that this is like absolutely atrocious quality on my part. I am so ashamed, but
No.
just one of those things. I'm on the road right now. And I think that next week is the last week that we have to record from like me being on tour. And then the following, we're going to be back to our setup, at least for a few weeks, which is great. I feel really good about that
Yay.
because this shit
It's
has
been
not been.
crazy.
Yeah, and it just looks like shit, which I'm like so not stoked about. But
I don't know. I think it gives found footage vibes, honestly. So I
oh,
think
do
you're just
you? Oh,
leaning
cool.
in.
Yeah,
I
maybe I
do.
should ask somebody to like choke me out in the middle of the video.
Blink
Keep
twice
our
if you're
viewers
in
on their
danger.
toes.
Yes, literally. No, literally.
Yeah, but I was also commenting how you can kind of see people in the back. Sorry about that
Yeah.
too. There's just no better way to do this. If I tried to do it in the venue, you'd hear like the music that's playing
Oh,
in the
God.
background and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So thankfully the show hasn't started yet, but
Yeah.
it's still
But it's
loud,
cool.
and people are chattering. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, your commitment to our pod, this is real. This folks should be
Dude,
honored that you showed up, all right?
thank
Pre-show.
you. Dude, I
Just
was
saying.
so butthurt about last week not being able to like do something, but I was just like, I can't. Like, I have to admit whenever I cannot, and this was one of those weeks,
Yeah.
or last week anyway. And I always feel bad doing that, but sometimes it's okay to like just take a step back and be like, this is not doable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You definitely can't put all that pressure on yourself, sometimes it's not. And still,
Yeah.
we have plenty of content, but I'm happy that you always do try because that's how we've been able to stay so consistent, and keep churning
Thank
out that
you.
content. So
Well,
it's
I was
worth
going to say
it.
the same to you. Thank you so much for like sticking it out with me because this is like not easy, and especially as somebody who like
Yeah.
you've never really like been a part of like a content creating thing or whatever
Yeah,
in
I'm not
any
a
way. Like,
creator by any means.
well, I mean, you are now. I would definitely say that you are
Yeah.
now, but it was
Oh,
kind of like something that you just jumped into cold, and I totally applaud you for that because it is not easy.
thank you. I appreciate that. It's been fun. I really enjoy learning stuff and
Yeah.
doing something new and adding some skills to my life resume. So
Yes,
that's
absolutely. I
awesome.
love it. And I love that we've talked about this in the past, but I love that we feel like we have like truly like we have more to contribute to the average conversation of like
Yes.
horror than like, just anybody on the street, which I think is
No,
something that's like
literally.
really exciting and fun to be proud of or whatever,
No,
but
I'm
and
proud of
also
it.
probably not expected.
No,
Maybe.
definitely not. Well, yeah, for you probably, but I feel like it's fun, definitely fun for me when I talk to people and they mention horror, and I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh yeah, I thought that was
Yup.
good, and they're like, oh, and I just started reading the whole situation down. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I have thoughts, opinions, I've seen it
Right.
all. Okay.
Well, not only right, exactly, not only that you've seen it, but like that you've formed like a fully fledged opinion about it and you've like totally like
Yes.
analyzed the motherfucker. Like you know your shit.
Okay. People are gonna be sick of me by next year when I'm like, oh no, I don't like work by
Yeah.
that director, and oh, this composer, let me
Yeah.
tell y'all, like literally, that's the goal for real. So
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I love it too. I feel like we've definitely like both developed like our taste for like what we like in a director, I feel like.
yeah, for sure. Well, wait, really? I feel like you definitely have, like, but you've also been into like all of movies like your entire life. I'm definitely on my way. I really don't have directors that I like love yet. I have things that I like, and I'm starting
What?
to get used to. I'm starting to get used to sitting to little things, but I don't know if I
Yeah.
have enough of a like a well to dig from as far as directors I love or things that they do that I love. At least not yet.
Yeah. I feel like you do. Like I feel like you really like Ari Aster, and then you were telling me about the other guy, but I'm so sorry I can't remember the name of the director, the one that
Yorgos
the Killing of the
Lanthimos.
Sacred Deer guy. Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, so those are the only two I could really even speak on. And honestly, Ari Aster, he really has to prove himself with his next movie because the girls have really written him off. Post though, is afraid.
Yeah.
Like even A24 is falling off. Like Neon
Oh
is
my
like the new
gosh.
girl right now. It's just so much happening. I
Who
do like Ari
is?
though. Neon. Sorry, they're not like a
Oh yeah.
person, but the film house. They're like
Yeah.
overshadowing A24 this year. The directors, everybody. I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Well, aren't they Neon's the one that's doing Cuckoo, right?
yeah.
Which they put a
Yeah.
date on that actually. So I don't know if you
I
saw
know.
that.
yes, yes.
Yep.
Girl, this year's, we're about to eat this year. I know I'm like bouncing around, but I feel like we're going to eat this year
No, we're
for
ready.
real. For real. Like, I'm so happy.
Yeah. I think Cuckoo is supposed to come out, I don't remember the exact day. I think it's like May 5th or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's like late
then,
summer or early summer.
yeah, we have to talk about
And
how
then,
Maxine is coming out. Finally, July 5th. I'm
yes,
so stoked.
yes. The
So
Violent Girlies
stoked.
will be out on July. Y'all better
Yep.
stay home.
Mm-hmm.
It's the baddies outside. Okay,
Yeah.
we're kicking
Literally.
motherfuckers in the head.
I'm so
No,
stoked.
but
I'm so
literally, we
stoked.
have to do like Maxine looks for real. Like, I'm gonna have to get some blue
Oh my
eyeshadow and a red
gosh.
lip, and just we gotta do them.
Yes.
And
Oh
some
my
Daisy
gosh.
Dukes. We just gotta be,
Wait,
country
how
color
cute would it
queens.
be if you went as Maxine and I went as Pearl?
Girl, I would
Or other way around with either
cry.
one.
Either one, either one.
That would
Literally,
be
the only
super
things that
cute.
I need that shirt from that thrift store that we went to that said like country queen, because that's just me. That's me too. That's really not, but that's Maxine.
I
That's
love it.
Pearl. Like, I'm so down. But anyway,
Yeah.
I love this. I guess I haven't seen enough of Ty West stuff to say that I love him as a director, but
Mhm.
obviously I love this series, so that speaks volumes,
Yeah, for
Three
sure, for
great movies
sure.
in a row. Three,
Yeah.
that's
Well, and
wild.
I would also say that like
Or two
his
so
stuff that
far.
he's come out with like recently is like pretty different from the stuff that's come out even just like 7 to 10 years ago. Like it was like
Really?
pretty
Yeah.
surprising to me that it was the same guy, which is really cool. I mean, he's
Ooh.
obviously
Yeah.
like learned so much.
Yeah. I can respect a guy that can like do different genres and also do different work and like continues to grow. I also can respect
Right.
someone that just kind of like stays in one scene. Like that other guy, Yorgos, he's like known for his. They call it just like being weird and Greek at this point. So
I
we're
love
just
it.
like the weird Greek genre. There's other people in it, but
Yeah.
that's like his thing. Obviously,
Right.
his thing is like the monotone voices and like the just really strange vibes and off-putting vibes.
Hmm.
I like that as well. I can appreciate that kind of thing.
I think there were other movies that they announced the release
No,
of
I was
too.
gonna say, so Longlegs is also coming out. Super pumped about
Yes.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
and we need to watch
And that one's
the.
Neon, right?
I think so. I think that's why. So I was looking at a poster for them, and it was like, oh my god, every good horror movie's coming out from them this year,
I'm so
basically.
excited. It's a hot girl summer for real.
I know. Um, God, there's another one. We need to see. It's already out, I think, but we need, or if it's already been shown in a few places. But it's called Stop Motion. Maybe you were the one that told me about it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, the stop motion
I am.
horror.
Is that out yet or
I don't know if it's out. I know it's played at a couple of like festivals, but
yeah. Because I would love to see that one. That one looks
I think
crazy.
so. Apparently, it says it was released February 23rd. So I guess that would have been like while we were away. But I don't. I feel like I have
Yeah.
not seen any theaters being like stop motion now.
No. But I feel like
I don't
no
know.
like theaters are really ever trying to do that for horror anyway, which is
I
crazy
know.
because
I
horror is making
know.
such a huge comeback, I feel like.
Literally, everyone
Yeah.
watches horror. Or maybe
Yeah.
not everyone's like into it like we are, but I feel like everyone's like has a movie,
Well,
or
people that are
something.
into
Especially
movies
recently.
are into horror.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
Because
For
it's
sure,
like,
for
yeah,
sure.
you okay, yeah, there's people taking their kids
Hmm.
out to go see like Marvel movies and stuff, and there's always gonna but even like going to certain Marvel movies because Kai loves Marvel, so once in a while we'll
Yeah.
go see a movie together and stuff. Even going to those movies, there's like nobody in there after like the first day.
Girl, I feel like nobody goes to the fucking movies anymore. Like
Right?
nobody. So
I
I
think it's
guess
just
I
like
don't know.
the sterile approach that we like have to it now. Like I feel like if we like made it more of like a cult thing again, like where
Yeah, like a fun. You and
it
your
was more
friends
of
get
like a
together.
club. Yeah.
Like everyone
Now it's
gets
just
dressed
like
up.
yeah,
Yeah, now it's like, oh,
exactly.
movies? Okay, we'll just show up.
The
There's something
greatest
else that is too.
travesty.
Yeah, just I guess we'll show up and like sit down. It's just awkward. And also it's like stupid expensive now, so it's not even fun anymore.
Oh
Like
yeah.
like it was fun sharing a big ass popcorn and some drinks. It's not
Yeah.
fun doing that for $50 now. That feels awful.
I
Like
just
that's
genuinely don't understand like why because it's like you literally all you have to do is just like I mean people are gonna oh my gosh I'm gonna get like crucified for saying this but you just sit down and watch the movie like
no, but literally that's why no one goes. Literally, we can all
yeah
do that at home now. So what's the
yeah
point?
that's true.
Plus, you
Well,
can't
that's
have
what
your
I'm
phone in
saying
the
is like
theater,
I
and
get it like the
that's
food and the
ADD girlies.
snacks. Yes, literally like I can't just pause it and go walk away. But I think the thing for me is I don't mind spending a little bit more on like snacks and drinks and all that shit.
Yeah,
But
for
I
an
think where the problem
experience.
arises is it's like, how is it that at this point I'm paying like $15 just to go sit down for 2 hours? That's crazy. You know,
Yeah, the
like I
vibes are
can't
just
do
awful.
it.
Yeah.
And then also, yeah, like we were saying, like us ADD girls, like it's very like very much more comfortable for us to just be able to sit down, like really like just get really cozy, have like a bunch of blankets, like pause it when we have to go
Yes.
pee or like, you
Got
know,
my
do other
food
things like
out.
that.
The
Do what?
whole plate. Look, I got a whole plate. Got to turn the volume up so I can hear over all my chewing. Like,
Yes.
I need the subtitles on. Oh my God. I
Oh,
can't go to movies
absolutely.
because I need to read the subtitles at this point.
It's
But
crazy that
yeah,
that's not like a thing that's like more popular or whatever, like that you can just go to the movies and like
and see
see
subtitles.
subtitles. Like how crazy is
Well,
that?
I also think that, and well, mostly because I just read articles about this because I feel like a lot of people are like, yeah, turn on subtitles. But before, you didn't
Yeah.
really need them. Before, things were actually mixed in
Yeah.
a way that you would never be like, oh, I can't hear, or be like, oh, I need to read this.
That's
Now
crazy.
everything's mixed so bad, it's just, I couldn't
Yeah.
match any other way. So,
That's
I
insane.
don't know.
I
Everything
miss the
sucks
movies.
now.
I know. I miss the
Me
movies, but I
too.
miss what they were when we were like
Yeah,
teenagers.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I miss
Because
going to
that was
like
the
midnight
spot.
premieres. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
and
would
you know
run up
what?
in there. Man.
Dare I say, I even miss Blockbuster a little bit.
Wait, I literally just went to Blockbuster. Literally, I
Wait,
feel you.
what?
I forgot. Yeah, I went to the last. Sorry, I guess I should have like, mentioned that at some point. I went to the last Blockbuster on the planet
Oh my
in Bend,
gosh.
Oregon. It's like
I didn't
it's
know it
like a
was in
thing.
Bend.
Yeah, I didn't know either till I saw it. But yeah, it's actually a whole thing. They have like, I think there's an Airbnb too, although I don't know. I think
Oh
maybe
my
like after hours.
gosh.
But when you walk in, it's like obviously a regular Blockbuster store, but there's
Yeah.
also a section that has like a whole living room set up with a whole bunch of Blockbuster memorabilia, like rugs and blankets and like a couch and a TV. There's
That's
like a stand that
amazing.
has like all the different stuff over the years that they have. There's like gifts from celebrities and movie stars.
Oh my
There's also
gosh.
tons of merch. I got you a little gifty from there as well. But yeah, it's like a
Oh
whole
my
thing. It's like a
god. That's
production.
so
They have shirts too.
cute.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
mean it
gosh,
really
my
is the
heart
last
is
one in the world.
warm. Char, that's so
Yes.
sweet of you.
Oh, thank you. I think
Oh my
I
gosh.
took some pictures too. I'll have to like share them on the Terror Takeover page.
Yeah, please
But yeah, it
do.
was really cool. It
Oh
was
my gosh,
super
please
dope.
post it on the Instagram. I would love to see that. That's amazing.
Yay.
I hope they never shut it down. Like, I hope
I
that stays like
know.
a historical thing.
I mean, I don't know if it's like historical, but I feel like because of it being like such a tourist attraction and then like the
Right.
Airbnb thing, it does pretty much pay for itself. So,
That's
and
cool.
I don't know, it's cool. I wasn't like the only
So,
person in there, you know? I
right.
walked in there
So, is it
people.
like a straight up like Blockbuster? Like, you can go and like rent a movie or no?
They do have movies for rent. Like I was walking by, they had like a little horror section and they had a whole bunch of movies out and posters.
So cute.
But I didn't rent a movie, so I don't know, but I assume you can. Yeah, you can just rent one and take it
Okay.
home with you. So yeah,
Oh,
still, I
wow.
mean, no one probably does, but you definitely could
Right.
if you wanted
Well,
to.
you'd have to have something to play it on,
I
which,
know.
you know.
Hey, some people still
Dude,
do.
I was so upset. Oh my gosh, we're probably never going to get into the topic of the episode, which is fine. But anyway, I was so upset because I was like looking at Facebook Marketplace and we were in New York City last night and I was just seeing like what was in the area. So I set it to like be within like a 2 mile radius so I could just like go for a
Ooh,
walk and like, you know, maybe buy something.
yeah, that's
And
cool. Wait,
I've
on
been
Facebook
really like,
Marketplace?
yeah.
Wait, so you like you just do that and that shows you like stores nearby, or just like things for sale nearby?
Well, it shows like people who are like selling things, like just people
Yeah,
who
okay,
listed things on Facebook Marketplace.
yeah. Oh, so you're just gonna like walk and like see who someone
I
is
know it's
to?
crazy. I know.
Yeah, I use it too, but I was just like, wait, huh?
Well, I mean, it'd be the kind of thing where I'd probably take like Trevor to walk with me or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, I get it.
Trevor's
No,
my bandmate for those who don't know.
I literally just like bought a whole bunch of stuff from Facebook Marketplace when I was in Oregon. So
Right.
I'm not judging for doing that. I was just like, wait,
Right.
because if you could
For
just
sure,
like
for
walk
sure.
around, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Anyway,
wouldn't go by
continue.
myself,
Sorry.
that's for sure. But yeah, and I saw this guy who had like a vast and for people who don't know, I am in the process of collecting VHS right now. So I want to have like a big
I love
collection.
it. I support
Which
it.
I have actually like quite a bit at my dad's house that I have to go pick up, but it's
Hell
mostly
yeah,
sci-fi and I need like more of a horror collection. It's all like I have a ton
yeah.
of the old like Star Trek movies and stuff, but
Oh my god.
I know that was remember that part of my life. But anyway, this guy had Blair Witch Project. He had like Psycho. He had
Ooh,
like all kinds of really good shit for
hell
$2
yeah.
each. $2 each. And the one that I
$2.
wanted,
What?
the one I wanted so bad was a box. He had a box set of Natural Born Killers, and I was like, I need this. I need it. And
Man,
when I messaged him to ask him where I was, because I was like, this seems too good to be true. Where are you located? He was
right,
like, I'm in Canada. And I was like, I don't know why
bitch.
they gave me him as a result. But I said, well, thank you so much for your time. You have a beautiful collection.
I'm sick.
I
Also, yeah, what a
was.
bro. What a bro. But I
He
would
was
be
really nice.
crying. I know. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I take
Girl, tell me
mail.
why. Tell me why he messaged me saying, I hope you find what you're looking for. I was like, me too.
I hope you do too.
I hope I figure out what I'm
we
looking for.
all do. That's where I'm at. I hope, God, help.
It was wholesome, but I was bummed out that I didn't get the chance to, but it was still cool.
It'll come again. I feel like you can definitely keep an eye out for that kind of thing. And how fun would it be
For
to like
sure.
start hunting like record stores and thrift stores for like VHS horror movies? That'd be badass.
Yeah, they
I
had a
support.
copy of Total Recall at the original
Ooh,
Total
nice.
Recall at a
Nice.
like a comic book store or something for like $6, and I thought about getting
Hell
it,
yeah.
but I'm real frugal with money when I'm on the road, so I try to be careful.
Yeah, no, I feel you. That's one of those weird movies I've actually seen. I guess.
Total Recall?
I feel like like it's definitely not something I would have like chosen to watch, but I was forced to see it at some point. So
got it. Okay, say less. I already understand.
yeah, exactly. Girl.
Yeah, it's a cool film. Even the new one is actually not bad.
Yeah. Did you ever end up getting that TV with a VHS attached to it yet, or you haven't yet?
I didn't yet, just because I have been traveling so much.
Yeah,
but I was like, that would be the next like big expense that I would be like shelling out a little bit of cash for. Would be like, I want to get a good 9-inch screen CRTV that I can pop in the corner of my kitchen and just like chill while I'm like cooking and like watch a movie.
That would be so ecstatic. That would be so fun. I love it. And
Yeah,
also
I
literally,
that would be
just
fun.
watch movies. Man,
right.
That's really cool. I love that.
Yeah.
They have to be around. I feel like they don't have to be expensive. It just depends on where you live. I guess if you want a good one, it would be. But
well, if you want one in a decent shape, that like you could bank on getting one for like $200. But I think the main thing for me is just like keeping an eye out, like to find something a little bit cheaper, because that's pretty steep, obviously.
I was thinking like $50 or something. But
no, it's not like that at all.
Shit TV.
No, yeah, it's definitely like
I should have kept mine.
Well, it's a collector's item, and then the other thing would be like if I just want to get a small TV and get like a VHS attached to it, I could get that for probably around $50. But I want the combo.
Yeah,
that's what I want. Yeah, I want like the little combo with the little. Yeah.
You see, like
precisely. Yeah. That's what I want, and I think I will be so happy to have it. So.
Yay! And can you paint them? You should paint it if you can.
You can
take over a TV.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute. I just don't know if I would want to like something so old. If I would want to like mess with something so old, maybe I put stickers on it or something that I could just peel off. But I could cover it in Terry Takeover stickers. Okay, guys. So as of the time that we're recording this, St. Patrick's Day is in 2 days. So, which by the time this comes out, I think it'll be like 2 days after St. Patrick's Day. But we have to talk about a movie that we remember from when we were younger, Leprechaun, for our St. Patrick's Day. This movie is such a staple. This is one of those movies that when you're like a kid, or at least a kid whenever we were kids. Also, sorry if you can hear that car in the background. I don't know what they're doing. They're looking for a parking spot or something. But this was one of those movies where you would show up to school the next day and be like, have you guys ever seen that movie Leprechaun? So stupid. It's so funny. But and then also we had rewatched it in anticipation for the episode, but I like forgot that the main, because I'd seen it years and years ago, but
I never saw
it.
It was my first time.
Got it. I had forgotten until we rewatched it that it was Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, yes, girl. Apparently that was her first movie too.
Yeah, her big one.
That was her moment. Yeah, and when I saw her, I was like, oh,
okay, girl.
When we were younger, like we always saw the adult her, but I was like, she's really pretty. She's
so
like a
cute.
Really good actress. Like,
yeah, I was cracking up because at the beginning of the movie, so basically the whole thing about her character, if you haven't seen the movie, is. And they don't ever really explain this part, but like she moves with her dad for some reason to like some little tiny town, like in the middle of nowhere, and they don't explain why or how or what. They just like
a very common theme for this movie,
right? So the whole idea was that she was right. The whole idea was that she was basically like this spoiled girl that like had to live in the middle of the country and like never had to before, but and then she's like about to leave the house to go stay in a
Yes.
hotel, and then like a good-looking construction guy pops up, and she's like, well, maybe I'll stick around for a little bit.
Yes, that scene killed me. I was like,
Oh my
all
gosh.
right, this is
Yeah.
how she made it, folks. But also
Right.
relatable. She's like, put the
Yeah,
bags
for
back.
sure, for
You think
sure.
I'm afraid of a little bug?
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
I
That
fell
had me
out. So
crying. I
funny.
was like, girl,
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
Quick switch up.
Um,
But
but
yeah.
then right. But then also the characters kind of didn't make like a whole lot of sense either because well, so basically long story short, they end up getting like they awaken a leprechaun that had like been rendered dormant for like the past like 20 years or some shit,
Yeah, like
and
10 years.
he just starts attacking them. But like the characters are very confusing because it's like a child and like this like
Yes.
big stupid guy or something,
Yes, literally.
and then the like
Literally, they're
random like
friends.
attractive guy.
Yes, that's the
Like,
gang. Jennifer Aniston, a random hot construction guy,
yeah,
a big dumb guy, and a kid. They just start getting attacked by a
yeah,
leprechaun. That's the movie.
right.
It's
And
not
then
yeah.
also at the beginning, at the beginning of the movie, it was like her dad was like there obviously because he was like helping getting the house together and like getting her moved in
Yeah.
and all that. But then he ends up, what was it? He like cut himself or something. Do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
remember?
So wait, like so like basically at some point they're like
The
messing around with
dad.
the car, whatever. Well, the dad, yeah, but like
Okay.
basically he comes outside because Jennifer Aniston's character is like something's touching my leg, something's touching my leg, and the dad's like, oh, what is it? What is it?
Okay.
And they
Okay.
like
I remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should keep going. Well, I'll just say it. So basically, they think it's a cat, and so
No,
he
keep
like puts his
going. Keep
arm.
going.
Okay, yeah. So like, so Jennifer Aniston's character is like, oh, you know, sometimes in my leg, and the dad's like, you're tripping, you're tripping. It was probably just an animal, and they all like start to look around to see what
Yeah.
it is, and they start hearing a cat crying, and the dad's like, oh, it's just a cat, it's just a cat. So he goes to go put his hand inside like this like tree thing or whatever, just like a hole. Which, by the way, I never see those anymore. But anyway, he puts his hand in,
Yeah.
and like, I guess the leprechaun is in there, and it just like fucks his hand up. Like he's bleeding everywhere. Like he's like complete. He's like
That's what it
something
was.
bit me, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no, something like ripped your
Yeah.
hand off, dude. So
Absolutely
yeah,
not, sir. Yeah. And then they just bring him to the hospital, and then it's just like, okay, bye, dad character.
never see him again.
It's
I'm
just
like,
so
oh.
random.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything was happening quick. I'm
It's
like,
just
oh,
like
okay.
throughout the entire movie, things just kind of happen, characters just kind of appear, and characters just kind of disappear. It's definitely
Yes.
not one to watch like for this like big dramatic intellectual value. It's not for that at all.
Yeah, no, it's just
However,
fine.
it is very much camp. This movie is
Yeah,
camp all the way. If you want to watch a
for
movie that's
sure.
just like super goofy, super classic, this is
Yeah,
that movie.
yeah.
Gotta
It's
hand it to
almost
Warwick Davis, who
self-aware.
played the Leprechaun. Oh,
Yes.
it's very much self-aware. The part where he's, oh my god, the part where he's like driving in his little like cruiser and the cop pulls him over. That part
Please.
is so
Yes.
beyond strange.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he's just like, yeah, he's got the sunglasses. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It's like, it's almost
Girl.
like,
A
I don't know which one
parody.
came out first. Actually, I think Child's Play came out first, but this movie very much feel yeah, because I think Child's Play was in like 1980 or 1981 or something, and this movie I think was 88. It seems like they were kind of going for that same vibe, like the same like Chucky vibe of like this little
Yeah.
like evil thing, like you know,
Yeah, yeah.
basically. Which, and I'm obviously not calling dwarfs little
Oh,
evil
yeah.
things, but obviously the
No,
leprechaun
no.
character
We
is a little
support.
evil thing.
I'm 5'3", okay? We
Yeah.
support small people out here. We know about small people
Yes,
rage.
we do.
So nothing about so there's no
We
shaming.
absolutely do.
Also, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I obviously did not really know who Warwick Davis was prior to this, but apparently, you know, this movie
Right.
obviously really put him on the map. And also, he was a big part of this movie being
Oh
so
yeah.
campy. Like, originally it was supposed to be more of like, you know, just super gore, super horror, super like scary. And it was
Really?
kind
I
of
didn't
like,
know that.
yeah. I like did a little research, and they're like, yeah, it's supposed to be scary, but then both like the director, I think his name was like Mark Jones or whatever, and Warwick Davis were like, well, what if we made it more funnier? What if we made it more of just like, you know, kind of goofy and kind of crazy? And Warwick was just like, he obviously like killed
Yeah.
it being this crazy, funny leprechaun.
Right.
So yeah, I think that came out together really well, and I'm really happy that they went in that direction. So I think that like, I don't know how good a leprechaun horror could have honestly been, but making it like so over the top was
No.
yeah.
Yeah. There was no way. There was no way that this could have been done in a way that wasn't like humorous in my
A little
opinion. Like I feel
cheesy.
like it would have
Yeah.
like just totally like just melted into obscurity. Like nobody would
Yeah.
even like it wouldn't be a
Literally.
household name like it is now because of like
Yeah.
how funny
Yeah.
it
For
is.
sure. Um.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with you. Apparently, the director was inspired by like apparently there's this movie that I never saw like called Critters or something, but it was just some kind of like movie about
Oh,
again like
I
small
don't know if I've seen
creatures or
that one.
whatever. I haven't either, obviously. And Lucky Charms. Apparently, he wanted to make
Wait.
something something with Lucky Charms, I guess. And I guess that's why that one scene in the movie where they're like,
Right. Where
Lucky
he's like,
Charms. Yeah,
Dad. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yes.
stupid.
Apparently, I mean,
Oh
girl,
my
yes, the whole
god.
movie was just, yeah. This you must have just been like, you know what? What if I make a movie about Lucky Charms, but it's really scary? And then guess what? It made like
Right.
8 times the budget. So, well, yeah, it worked.
Did it really? It was like I
Yeah, it
never.
did.
That
It
was one
did.
thing I forgot to look into. It was wildly
Now,
successful.
yes, well, you know what?
Probably.
Technically, it was a cult film. Like the
Yeah.
budget was like I think 1 million,
Oh,
and
for
it made like
sure.
8 something million. So, yeah, people loved it. Even
That's
now, people are
insane.
like
That it's
that it
insane that
made
the
this much
budget was
money.
$1 million.
Well, you know, girl, I really was just blown away reading about this movie. Apparently, it was the first film that that production house had even taken on. So I'm like, y'all really put y'all's whole eggs in this
Really?
basket, and it paid off, kind of. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I thought
Well,
that
I
was
mean, how
funny.
many movies did they make? It was like a ton
8,
of them, and
a fuck ton.
eight. Oh my god, insane. Yeah, and I
Yes, there's
wanted to
like
watch. I originally wanted to go back. I'm sorry, there's a
and
little
watch all of
delay. I
them.
think that's why we keep
No, it's okay. I
accidentally
know it's
interrupting.
okay. It's okay. My bad.
No, no, no.
You
I
continue.
wanted to go back, not to watch all of them. I wanted to go back and watch Leprechaun in the Hood. That was like the
I was gonna
one other
say
one that I was like, yeah.
yes.
It's so stupid, but it's like such a necessary, like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think
I
that was
hear so
actually the
many good
first one
things
that I
about
saw
that one.
too. Yeah.
Really, that's wild. I don't.
Yeah, I think so.
There's also like the space movies too. I'm like, I don't. People say they're not as good, but I mean,
Oh my
I'd
gosh.
check it out. But
Right,
yeah,
for
they took
sure.
the world all over
I
for
would
sure.
too,
I'm
just to
surprised
do
they
it.
stretched the story out.
Yeah,
Like
I
8 movies is
know.
wild.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry this one was so short, but I really have to pee, and our Wi-Fi is so bad. But we'll be back next week. I will still be on the road again next week, so it'll be a little bit kooky, but
Yeah.
the following week we will be
Ooh,
back to normal. Thank God.
yes.
Until
And I
then,
might be
guys,
doing an
just keep
episode.
eyes on our socials. Yes, yes, I forgot. Yes, oh my God, that'd
Yes.
be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
everybody
this
keep
is
an
me
eye
announcing
out
it, so it's
and
happening.
love and
So
support our girl. Yes.
yes.
Alrighty, bye.